Thank you for joining us on Beyond 9 to 5. Today, we're shaking things up and getting a peek at the unique passions and offbeat hobbies our guest enjoys outside the boardroom. From surprising talents to crazy ways to unwind, we're here to uncover what really gets him buzzing after hours. Whether it's a hobby that keeps him grounded or a passion that fuels his creativity, we are about to uncover the stories that make his life so much more than just work. Ready for some fun? Let's jump in and see what he's been hiding. So let's get started with a warm welcome to Rajnish Virmani, CIO advisor at Zoom. Rajnish, it's always a pleasure to have you with us. We're really excited to deep dive into the stories and interests that keep you motivated beyond your IT landscape. Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you. Thanks, Avnish. Appreciate. And yeah, I love being with you guys.
Thank you, Rajnish. So, just curious to take on a few light-hearted questions as we discussed. To begin with, is there a tech buzzword that drives you crazy and somehow, would make you wish it could vanish?
Actually, I can answer that the other way around. As to there are a whole lot of tech buzzwords that I've got now going outside of the world of technologies as well. So one such thing, in fact, that I've adopted in much larger leadership roles outside of technology, started off from the software as a service. So many years ago, when I was still at the start of my career, over 3-4 decades around, there was this term that was introduced to say, oh, Mr. Customer, you don't need to buy my software. I'll keep the software. You just buy software as a service and we'll provide you service. And now, of course, everything becomes something as a service, right? Eventually. I moved this at one stage in my career. I was heading up at a CEO level, a large organization and financial organization. And with a large team going, I introduced the concept of leadership as a service. So it has nothing to do with technologies, but I thought that was a good way to address my senior managers to say, actually, what you're doing is just providing service to the frontline staff. So who's servicing the customers? So you're servicing the frontline staff and the frontline staff is servicing the customer. So really, leadership is not the stripes on the shoulder. Leadership is a service that you're providing. It's a concept that I learned in the IT world, but I applied it outside the IT world as well. So probably not directly answering your question, but a twist to it.
So we have PaaS, SaaS, and now we have RaaS as well, is what you should definitely do.
Yes.
Any technical glitch I would love to know about? I'm sure there might be a lot of it looking at your experience that you might have, tried to solve. Any technical glitch that you think should have caused the problem and you think it kind of turned into a very positive outcome?
Actually, the one example that comes to mind, Avnish, is very early on in my career. I was leading an IT team. We were supposed to deliver a project which was committed to a client by a Monday. And when I reviewed it with my team on Friday morning, I realized we were nowhere close to delivering. So we had slipped, the team, including myself. We'd slipped in terms of the delivery. And so consequently, then we took a call as a team to say, okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a total of 72 hours we had. Let's just work 72 hours. So 72 hours, we all did not go back home. We all worked together as a team. Even the part of the team that was not contributing to the project contributed by way of either bringing tea, coffee regularly, or maybe somebody's mom agreeing to give us food regularly over the 3 days and so on. But consequently, we literally lived in the office environment. But Monday morning, when we were supposed to deliver, we delivered the project as expected. And today, so many years later, that team, what is the benefit I get even from a personal perspective? That team is probably so well knit, is so well together. After so many years together, you go through a difficult time and you tend to bond that much stronger. So those are bonds which, no money or no nothing can create. It's just something that could have gone really awkward for us. And I pride myself for my delivery capability. And therefore, if I have promised something on a Monday, then sure, Monday come rain, come snow, that project will be delivered. So this was one time where we were falling apart, but just in the nick of time, the entire team decided to come together and contribute, and we delivered the project on time.
I think when it comes to positive outcome, talking about such a beautiful teamwork, I think there could be nothing better than that. That's what I would like to definitely say. So shifting away from the tech world, what is it that Rajnish likes to do? What is your go-to activity to kind of completely recharge yourself?
Amish, my thinking has evolved over the years in the last 10 to 15 years. Other than the money that I used to keep apart from my salary and give away to charity, I have done a lot of CSR activity. So through an NGO, Udayan, and in fact Vidya, two NGOs. I do mentor a whole lot of these girls from financially underprivileged background, coming from rural or semi-rural backgrounds close to Gurgaon. And yeah, I do my Saturdays and Sundays with them, like a finishing school, teaching them stuff that they're not taught at their schools. So things like building self-confidence, things like communication skills, presentation skills, interviewing skills. So I take mock interviews, making them more employable. And that's something that I really enjoy. What I've discovered is the act of giving, the sheer act of giving without expecting anything back in return is such a fantastic thing for the re-energizing, as you call it. I believe it's really good for the heart, the soul.
I completely resonate with that, as we definitely discussed offline as well. I've seen so much of heart and soul that you put into your these activities that you're doing, and it's very heartening to see all of that.
I enjoy it. I really, really, really enjoy it.
So wonderful. So Rajnish, if you got a lot of people today who are in the journey of becoming where you are probably right now. There'll be a lot of people who are educating themselves accordingly. What is those 1, 2, or 3 pieces of advice that you'd like to give to the younger generation that's really coming up, who wants to be at a position where you are, who wants to be in the IT leadership? What is it that they should literally take with them throughout their journey to be where you are probably right now?
I think the one message, Avnish, that I will give out to the folks who are just about initiating their careers is dream big. Dream big. You have the entire career to blossom. Make sure that you have started your journey with dreaming big, because again, the power of the subconscious mind, you would have heard of terms like manifestation and so on and so forth. Once you're convinced about something, once you have no room for self-doubt and stuff like that, then something happens in nature and your dreams come true. But it must start from having a big dream. If you do a small dream, then chances are you will achieve it, but you will not really be thrilled about it. So yeah, dream big. Make sure that you then learn, and eventually you will reach the peak. I'm reasonably sure that is the way life manifests itself. Your dominant thoughts of today, your dominant dreams of today become your future. And so you're co-creating your future. You're not discovering your future. You're actually co-creating your future. So yeah, the journey starts with dreaming big.
Absolutely, I completely second that. Any of the leaders that we speak to today, I myself really believe in that. It has to be dreaming big and taking very relevant actions along with that. Once you dream big, you create that sort of an atmosphere and an environment that you definitely make it to the future, and you can get what you achieve, or you can achieve whatever you want or whatever you thought of. So Rajnish, thank you so much. It was such an absolute delight. Small session that we had. I think it's going to teach a lot of things to a lot of people who will be hearing this and seeing the video. This chat has been a treat. We're glad you could join us from on Beyond 9 to 5. So, and that wraps up our conversation on Beyond 9 to 5 with Rajnish. Hope you found this inspiring and our guest story, and discovered something new about life beyond the workday. Thank you so much for joining, and see you in the next episode. Thank you.